with his wonderful new book, Cyclocross 2011-12, a journey. Well, I've looked through it, and the only problem with this book is that there's an end to it. But anyway, I'm just going to hand it over to Balint, and we're going to talk about it.
This one was a really interesting race. This was in Asperhafere. This is super prestige, and it was a really weird day because I got there early in the morning. I was a bit sort of stressed out because of travel arrangements, and we were a bit late. And the first three races, the juniors, the under-23s, and the women, I just had terrible shots. I was really disappointed. It's just like nothing. I couldn't take a decent shot or like vaguely interesting shot, and I was just really sort of panicked, like, oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then I went back to the press centre, downloaded the pictures. I was devastated, and I went out on the course before the men's race, and just, I don't know, something happened, something just clicked, and I came away probably the best shots of the season. Like, this was the most consistent race. It was just, or at least these are the shots I love the most from the season. This is one of the pictures I love the most. I think
I love the light in it.
It's just really, I managed to do the lighting properly the way I wanted. It's quite dynamic, but he's like really sharp. You can see the chase. This is just a really nice picture. The only thing is missing from this picture, and it wasn't my fault, is the mud.
Oh.
This was in November, late November. I was wearing just a t-shirt and a pair of trousers, and it was still super hot.
It was, yes.
With some mud, some added mud, it would have been a really nice.
Well, we did have a very weird cross season, didn't we?
Yeah, it was quite weird. This one, he's kicking up some scent here. It's just a really nicely.
It is a lovely shot,
really
actually.
nice picture. You get the background and some spectators and stuff, and I and then I got an email a couple of weeks later, from my credit card company, and they asked me, like, do you want a special image on your credit card? So I said, yeah, why not? And because I haven't got kids or anything or pets, so this is my card.
Oh no. Are your
underpants
with Send Nice on them as well?
Yeah, so Send Nice is on my card.
Brilliant. You know.
I will show you.
Do you have much rapport with the riders now? Have they got to know you?
I've got more, better and better contact with the riders. So it obviously varies, and I don't want to do some name dropping. But that being said, a couple of weeks ago, Lars van den Haar, the under-23 world champion, just gave me a call. So we BFFs now.
Oh, that's good. So, I mean, you must have started from. I mean, obviously, when you first turned up, no one knew you. You didn't know where to go. You didn't know how to speak. Even when they say the foot's on the ground, which is my favourite Flemish line.
Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands.
Ja.
Maar niet te veel.
Yes.
Which means I speak a bit of Dutch, but
I tend to speak German when I'm in Flanders. I tried to speak French once. Oh dear, never again.
Yeah,
so but you kind of picked it up and worked out.
Yeah. It's just like you they get used to your face essentially, and I'm quite tall. I'm 6'4", so I'm
you don't bully them.
Beardy, and it's just like people just recognise my face quite easily. So yeah, I'm getting more and more friends.
Oi, mad at last.
This is the only like really properly dreadful muddy race. This was the Bart Wellens.
Oh, this is the Dio race.
Yeah. No, this is GVA.
Oh right, okay.
And this is the Bart Wellens is only in this season. And it was a brilliant race. Good pictures, but the funny thing was this race it was sunny all day long, and then after the race I got into the press centre. I was working on my pictures, and when I was about to leave, I just realised it had been pissing down for like 2.5-3 hours.
Yes.
And the organisers, in their infinite wisdom, put the parking lot on like a really muddy field.
Yeah,
which was okay when we arrived in the morning in the sunshine, but after 2.5 hours, it was just a big muddy puddle. It was horrible. So obviously I was stuck there in the mud, and it took me probably an hour to find someone who had a tractor. I had to go. It was pitch black. The course was dismantled by that time, and and I had to find someone who speaks some English and had a tractor. So I was just talking to really drunk Belgian people and trying to find someone with a tractor. And
really?
eventually, I managed to do that, but it was a dreadful night.
So it was a day to remember.
Yeah, it was definitely one. And then there's probably one last.
Well, I think we can do. Oh wow, this is
This is World Championship.
It's funny. I just went through your book and I didn't see this, but look at this. This is full of action. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And this was
Look at the crowds.
probably the hardest race of the season because as we all know, 62,000.
This is the World Champs.
The World Championship.
I didn't go. I was too chicken.
Insane amounts of people, and it was really hard for us photographers because. Normally you can move on the course wherever you want to, but at the World Championships in this case we were restricted to 4 or 5 different areas, you can move around on the course or just set up your shop wherever. So, and it was really difficult to come away with like unique pictures.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with. It's funny how.
But that being said. I managed to, no one was playing with remote flashes, just me.
Oh, this is a remote flash?
Yeah, so I've got a flash here and I've got a flash from behind, so I was using 2 flashes.
It honestly looks like you've gone into a studio, built a sandpit, and then photo montage the crowd, and you've got a couple of models and you've lit it in a studio.
Damn you found out my secret. No, so it was really... it was really tricky to come away with something unique.
Yes.
But I think it's really nicely sort of shows the insane amount of people and all the photographers with the massive lenses.
And that's funny, isn't it? The massive lenses.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I think you have. I mean, as you say about unique photos, I think it's. I mean, I snap happily every weekend, and I don't worry about such niceties. I just snap and they're in focus. But I think you've got a unique book here, which is like. I mean, I know there are in Belgium you can buy a certain publications which are a bit more glossy, and in Britain we've got some glossy, but to have such a depth of from my short going through the depth of photography you got in there, and the races you covered every single Belgian race really, or Netherlands race as well. That kind of spread, and I don't think people really understand just how diverse each race is, and how much, and just slipping through it. Anyone who gets this book will really get a sense of kind of feel that it's not just going around a field, that there's actually a lot more going on.
That's true.
And do you have another one? I think.
I could go on for.
You could go on forever, couldn't you?
Forever.
And there are your babies.
Probably. I know these pages. Maybe this is the first and the most beautiful sort of snow.
Oh yeah, we all loved. I loved it when we had one snow at Herne Hill.
And this is Balint Hanvas. This is in Lille. Yes. This is north of Belgium, and there's a massive. This is the lake. Yeah. There's a massive lake, and they go around. And it was super cool. It was like -12, and it was beautiful. The snow fell had fallen the previous night, and it was just absolutely stunning. And I was really happy to see finally Tom Mason.
Oh, that was great.
This was his first one of the season, and I really like Tom Mason. He's a brilliant, an absolutely fantastic bike rider. He always does the most amazing bunny hops. And
he's the bunny hop king.
Exactly. He's really, really good.
Over that ditch at that race, that one race where you
Neil.
Yeah, and he was doing the ditch. Yeah. Everyone else, even Sven, who I thought was the god of the bike, was shown up.
He's an incredible rider, and he had quite a few podium places this season. He's really good, and then finally at this race he managed to win it, and I was really happy.
So you have a kind of a personal touch with all these things, don't you? You're living it, aren't you? It's not just snapping.
Probably, the thing is, I love almost all the riders. I just because Rob Peters is really nice and humble, and when he does really at the World Championships he was brilliant. Sven Nys is a machine, but he's amazing what he rides. Kevin Powers has got this problem. He's autistic, slightly autistic, so. Even though he's a powerful and really formidable rider, but he's got this really humble sort of I don't know, he's really humble and he's a really nice person. So he's just, you know, there's the next bar, you know, I'm from Hungary, he's Czech, so we've got this sort of
that connection.
Eastern European connection, which doesn't really exist, but it's just, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And then all these riders, I've got something, you know, something now. But well, it's, obviously ever since I sort of spent the day with him, it's just, you know, I always, so it's really interesting.
So this is the book.
Yeah.
So hold it up in front of you. So there's him and his baby, and it's available through your website.
Indeed.
www.cyclophotos.co.uk/book.
Yeah.
And there's lots of really great photos on that site. Well, Balint, fantastic, and I think it's brilliant. So good luck.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to the 2012-13 version.
Let's hope it will happen.